So, talk about your college experience during the pandemic.
Yeah, college during COVID, college during this whole pandemic and quarantine is a completely different experience than what you were always told you were going to get, than what I expected, than what I wanted. It's not normal, it's not fun. Uh, it's really just a very isolating, lonely time where you lost a lot of friendships, you can't gain any new ones, and then because of specifically my autoimmune disorder, I can't even see the few people that I really used to enjoy hanging out with. You really spend a lot of time just alone. And for a lot of other people, they've said it's a growing time to experience new things and find things within themselves. But I've really just been here. I haven't been able to loosen up any reins. I haven't been able to decide that it'll be okay to go out with this small group of 10, the small group of 5 even. It's just been me and my roommate, and that is devastating on your mental health when you go from a time in your life where you were told this was going to be the best years of your life, where you expected to have relationships, have friendships, find who you are, and then just be told that you're going to sit in a room all day and you're going to try to make it through is miserable. It's completely different than what you thought it was going to be.
What did people, what were your expectations coming into college, and how have those changed or been altered, or how have you been disappointed by them?
Yeah, so coming into college, my expectations and what people in society really tells you that college is going to be is just this massive party. That yeah, you're working, but you're going to find your people. You're going to find the life that you want. You're going to find yourself, that it's going to be amazing, the best years of your life. And this is opposite. This is worse than any even high school experience where that's not supposed to be the fun time, but that is what we reminisce on now. We reminisce on the 6 months that we had before we all got sent home, and high school. You genuinely wish you were back in high school because it was a time before this. It was normal life. My sister's graduating college this year, and she got to have a pretty normal college experience for a good few years before this one, and I've seen how much it made her grow, and she has so many memories to talk about all the time, and the only thing me and my roommate can reminisce on is those 6 months. My parents said this would be everything. They were so excited for me to come here, and now I honestly just wish that I was back home and that I could have a second chance at doing this at a later time.
How has quarantine and everything impacted your mental health?
Quarantine, I think, impacts everyone's mental health, but I think for me specifically with my disorder, it hit very different. So I'm just a very social person. I love to talk to people all the time. I'm more myself in a big group than I am by myself. So having to just be by yourself all the time is it's not fun at all. But I can't see really anyone, so it bogs you down, and it gets you to be not even hopeful for the future. That's pretty much the worst thing, is that you don't know when this is going to be over, and you don't know when it's going to return back to normal, so you just continue to have less and less hope, be more and more isolated and lonely, and all of those just compounding together makes it more miserable by the day.
Talk about how it feels to have this time just be changed and altered, just your college years altered by the pandemic.
Yeah, so having your college year specifically lost to the pandemic, it also brings on the ideas of lack of hope, because you'll never get this experience back. These years will be lost, and you won't just, when it's over, and then with the pandemic, and then you can just re-enter college, and now you get to have the experience. You'll never have this. It will be lost, and when everyone reminisces on and has their best friends from college, I won't. None of us will. We won't have the great things to talk about, the great memories. And we're still doing the work. We're still here to get that education, but now even that's harder because of how it's affecting everyone mentally in different ways. And no one really talks about it past we are here to support each other. But no one's really there when, it's 2 p.m. and you're just been in your room all day, or when it's Saturday night and a few people are going out, but you can't. And you can't be the one to see anyone. And you're just, again, sitting in that same room.
Wait. So what advice would you give others who are struggling through quarantine?
Yeah, so if I was going to talk to somebody and tell them just what to think and what mentality to have when they're getting through quarantine, is just make the most of the little moments. Make the most of what you can, and every day you'll start to really just embrace the time that you're in. Like hang out with a friend that you really didn't even see that much, and nope, that's not it at all. Okay. That one sentence or the whole thing?
The one sentence.
Okay. Trying to think. Like, pick up that new hobby. Try to do dance online. You might like it more. Try yoga. Make the pizza. Do the coffee routines and the new little trends. Watch the movies that you never would have picked up before. Just find the little moments, and they will become the big moments in your life.
I'm sorry, that line was just too good.
No, you said. Wait. Okay.
So what advice would you give others who are struggling through quarantine?
Yeah, so if I was going to talk to somebody and tell them just what to think and what mentality to have when they're getting through quarantine, is just make the most of the little moments. Make the most of what you can, and every day you'll start to really just embrace the time that you're in. Like hang out with a friend that you really didn't even see that much, and nope, that's not it at all. Okay. That one sentence or the whole thing?
The one sentence.
Okay. Trying to think. Like, pick up that new hobby. Try to do dance online. You might like it more. Try yoga. Make the pizza. Do the coffee routines and the new little trends. Watch the movies that you never would have picked up before. Just find the little moments, and they will become the big moments in your life.
What do you miss? Hold on. Let me not roll. Okay. What do you miss most about life before the pandemic?
I miss about life before the pandemic basically every aspect of it, but just the stress-free environment that it was. I miss going out with my friends, the fact that it was completely normal and unspoken that you would be together every day, all day. I miss concerts. I miss the football games. I miss basketball games. I miss everything that was just unspoken and happy.
What's the first thing you're going to do as soon as the pandemic is over?
As soon as the pandemic is over, I am going to go out. I'm going to see my friends again. I am really just going to be happy that we can be around each other without simply being scared of everything, being worried about each other's health. And I'm never going to take for granted the normalcy of life again.